Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my kitchen, guys. Today guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this mouth-watering delicious okra soup. So research has it that okra is very rich in nutrients, and it may lower anti-cancer properties, it may lower heart disease risk, and that it is beneficial for pregnant women. It has a lot of health benefits, you guys. So for my recipes, I'm going to be using this assorted cow meat, or we can say assorted cow foods. And then I also have some goat meat. And then I'm also going to be using the dry fish. And I also have my stock fish. This is my stock fish. I'm going to be using some mackerel fish, and I'm also going to be adding some periwinkles into this soup. And I have the main ingredient, which is the okra already chopped. This is it. And then over here I have some fresh tomatoes. I'm going to be using 2 of these. And then I have some 2 scotch bonnet peppers. I'll have 3 Knorr seasoning cubes. I have 1 onions, some crayfish. I'm going to be taking some from this plate. And then I have my table salt. I have some palm oil. And then I have these frozen pumpkin vegetable leaves. So guys, after washing all my meat, the first thing I'm going to be doing is to add the assorted cow meat. And then I'm also going to be adding the dry fish, just because these ones are a bit tough and takes a little time to cook. I'm also going to be adding the stock fish also. You guys should look at the kind of stock fish I have. Yeah, but it's good. I like it also sometimes when my stock fish has some of the tiny bits, the tiny ones, So I'm going to be adding this. I'll just add 1 of my seasoning cubes, and I'm also going to be adding some onions. I'll add 2 cups of water and then salt, and I'm going to stir this very well, cover and allow it to cook. You guys, it is 15 minutes now. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so the meat is getting done but not fully done, so I'm going to be adding the goat meat right now, and I'll add the periwinkle. And then at this time I'll also add the fish, the mackerel fish, just because I want the juice from the mackerel fish to mix up with all the meats. So I'm going to add it now, and you guys, I'll cover this and allow it to cook for another 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, I had to remove the mackerel fish, just because I don't want it to get scattered or broke in the pot. So I had to remove it. It is already done and very soft. And then I now added a little more water, just 1 cup of water, and then covered the pot to allow the meat to cook properly. While my meat was cooking, I had to prepare the other ingredients. So for my tomatoes, I had to remove the seeds from the inside. I just used the flesh, and then I had to chop them into tiny pieces. And then I used half of my onions. I forgot to say this earlier. I used half in seasoning my meat and already have another half left, so I'm just going to chop that half into tiny bits. And also the pepper, I'm not blending anything. I also had to chop my pepper. I don't know if I showed you guys here how I chopped my pepper, but I had to do it, and that's just it. So after about 30 minutes, the meat is already done and soft, but I just allowed it to be cooking because I like it when my meat is very soft. So I got my frying pan and I added some palm oil, and I allowed the palm oil to heat for some time. And then I added my already chopped onions, already chopped tomatoes, and already chopped peppers. So I fried this for about 7 to 8 minutes. And while I was frying, I also had to add some crayfish into the meat that I was cooking, just because I want to get the taste of the crayfish in this sauce, So I added some more water into my meat. I felt my meat needed more water. So for water, I just add when I feel it is necessary to top more water. So while I'm frying, I had to add 1 stock cube into the tomato sauce just to get it tasty. So after that, I poured everything into the pot, into my meat and stock, and then I added the okra. You guys, after adding the okra, the next thing I did was just to stir very well to make sure that it gets to every part of the soup. And then I had to add the frozen pumpkin leaf. You guys, this frozen pumpkin leaf was just what gave me a little bit of a problem. I feel like if you want to use this, you should allow it to dissolve a little. So mine didn't really dissolve so much. So when I put it in, I put some of it into the soup. You guys, it was difficult for it to dissolve. It took a little bit of a time. So you can see that I don't have much water again in my soup. I added a cup of water, then I added some crayfish, and then the remaining stock cube that I had to add that. At this time I felt I needed to add more vegetable leaf because what I had wasn't enough, so I added more. And I don't want a thick soup, I added some more water. I tested for salt and I felt the need to add some salt. And then you guys, I had to add a little more crayfish because I really want my soup to be really tasty. I added more crayfish, and then I just allowed this to cook for 3 to 4 minutes. I just didn't want to cover because I want it to be slimy. I allowed it to cook for 3 to 4 minutes. And then the next and the final thing I did was now to add some of the mackerel fish that I had cooked earlier. So I added all the mackerel fish I had cooked earlier, and at this time I stirred very well. So I tested and it gave me exactly the kind of taste I wanted. And I love the way that it is a bit watery because I want to, sometimes I feel like I just want to eat this soup without anything, any poundo or something. So once I got, the consistency I wanted, I covered the pot and allowed it to cook for 3 more minutes. After 3 minutes, you guys, my soup is so ready. This soup is so delicious, very delicious, very yummy. It's so mouth-watering, guys. So guys, this is my soup and it is so ready. So you can eat the soup with any poundo of your choice. For me, I just love to just get my spoon and eat this soup without any poundo. Honestly, all I need to is just to be licking this soup. So thank you so much, guys, for always tuning in, always stopping by. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it to anybody you feel like there's a need to share to any group you want to, please. And in the comment section, like I said earlier, send the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and put on your bell notification to know when next I send a video. Thank you so much, guys, for always stopping by, and see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.